Hello, dear viewers. Today, I want to share with you one of the most moving moments in the world of sports, an instant that will be etched in our hearts forever. One moment, 1,000 hearts warmed. Haaland's emotional encounter. Yes, one of modern football's brightest stars, Erling Haaland, while tearing through opposing defenses on the field, also touched a heart deep in the stands. So, how about we take a behind-the-scenes look at this unforgettable moment? The story begins on a chilly yet electrifying evening. In one of Europe's most prestigious stadiums, the stands swayed like a vast ocean of passionate fans. Every face was lit with excitement, and every heart was enchanted by the magic of football. When Erling Haaland stepped onto the field, he wasn't there solely to score goals, he was there to reach the hopes and dreams of millions of fans. His performance on the pitch was as magnificent as ever. But that night, the turn of events was about to take an unexpected direction. Around the midpoint of the first half, as the game's pace gave way to an intense rivalry, Haaland advanced with the ball into the opposing half. Eyes were not only on his physical power, but also on his unwavering presence. And then, right there in the far corner of the stadium, among a small group of spectators, a face caught the eye, of face belonging to a little girl, around 8 or 9 years old, dressed in the colors of Haaland's team, with eyes that, although tired, shone with hope. She was watching the game intently. As your narrator, I could feel the magic of that moment. I knew that sometimes a star's movements on the field do more than just score goals, they also have the power to touch hearts. Amid Haaland's focused gaze, the little girl's eyes burned with dreams and a sparkle of hope for the future. In a sea of towering players dashing across the field, this tiny fan sat quietly as if she were absorbing every nuance of the star's presence. When the second half began, Haaland's performance only escalated. One by one, opposing defenses crumbled, and the stands erupted in cheers. Then, as if guided by an inner instinct, Haaland glanced toward the stands. There she was, the little girl, still in the same spot, her face radiating excitement and wonder as she watched the game. In a brief pause, Haaland mustered all his warmth and waved at her with a sincere smile. That simple yet heartfelt gesture became the key moment that completed the magic of the evening. Between every goal and every move on the field, I watched as tears of joy welled up in the little girl's eyes. That moment was captured by several cameras broadcasting live on social media. The scene, filmed by Spectrum Sportsnet, quickly went viral online. People talked about Haaland's genuine and sincere gesture, remarking on how it had carved a special place in their hearts. Yet, the true beauty of that moment remained hidden until the end of the match, until Haaland received a notification on his phone during halftime. After the game, as Haaland briefly returned to the field from the bustling stands, he made his way toward the section where the little girl sat. In that moment, the entire crowd held its breath in a brief, hushed silence. When Haaland reached the little girl and saw the sheer joy and gratitude in her eyes, his own heart seemed to warm instantly. With a serious yet sincere expression on his face, he gently touched her hand, shared a brief moment of eye contact, and presented her with a heartfelt gift, a bracelet. This bracelet symbolized the blossoming hope of that night and the promise of a bright future. When Haaland said, "Never forget this moment," it was as if a gentle breeze had swept through the stadium, leaving a trail of warmth in everyone's heart. That night, when the match ended, a story far deeper than the score had emerged. Haaland's tender interaction with the little fan had engraved him into our memories, not only as a goal machine, but also as a hero who touches lives. The videos circulating on social media were viewed millions of times, and comments like a truly heartwarming moment. And this gesture touched hearts even more than his performance on the field filled the internet. That evening, Haaland was celebrated not just for his exceptional talent on the pitch, but also for his humane side. But the story does not end here. This moment in Erling Haaland's life marked an important turning point in both his personal and professional journey. Beyond every goal he scored and every pass he made, The respect and admiration in the hearts and minds of his fans grew even stronger after that moment. Haaland showed us that his greatness lies not only in his skills as a footballer, but also in his ability to connect on a deeply human level. The brief bond he formed with that little girl infused hope, love, and inspiration into the hearts of countless viewers. In the hours that followed, Haaland gave several interviews about his gesture. He said, "Moments like these are just as important as the goals I score on the field. The connection I felt with that fan reminded me why I love this game so much." In doing so, he sparked discussions among sports giants about the importance of not just talent, but also the empathy and sensitivity that comes straight from the heart. For the younger generation, this story quickly became a source of inspiration. Children learned not only to admire success on the field, but also to emulate the way their idols touch people's lives. Haaland's sincere encounter carried the message that real heroism isn't confined to the pitch, it shines through in every moment of our lives. A message that resonated deeply in the hearts of the youth. Dear friends, this is where the magic of sports truly lies. It isn't solely about physical prowess and technical skills. It's also about the sincerity that can warm thousands of hearts in just one moment. That evening, Erling Haaland not only outplayed the opposing teams, but also inspired the world with the bond he forged with his fan. No matter how many goals a footballer scores, the value of a moment that touches hearts is immeasurable. The greatest lesson we can take from this story is that each of us can experience meaningful and touching moments in life, whether big or small. Athletes like Haaland are remembered not only for their physical strength and skill, but also for their compassionate hearts. That night, the tears of one little fan united countless hearts. Just like the light of a star, it ignited a flame of hope and love in everyone. I encourage you all to cherish those small yet significant moments in your own lives. Remember that sometimes a glance, a wave, or a simple touch can change someone's world. And perhaps, without even realizing it, one day you too might become the hero who creates an unforgettable moment in someone else's life. In conclusion, Erling Haaland's emotional encounter transcended the realm of sports to reveal the purest form of humanity. Every goal he scored on the field showcased his physical prowess, but the moment he shared with that little girl told a story of true heroism, one that warmed hearts and left an indelible mark of love and unity in the stadium that night. If this story touched your heart as you watched it, perhaps it is a reminder of the small touches you too can create in your life. After all, every moment, every gesture, carries the potential to change someone's world. And remember, true heroes are remembered not only by the goals they score, but by the moments when they touch hearts. Now, I invite you all, the next time, perhaps it will be you, unknowingly opening the door to change someone's life with a small yet powerful gesture. Each of you has the power within you, just as Haaland showed that evening, to offer hope and inspiration. It's these heartwarming moments that unite us and make our world a better place. Thank you for watching this story. I hope you are inspired by Erling Haaland's unforgettable moment and that you never let the light in your heart fade. Now, I look forward to hearing about your own unforgettable moments in the comments. Perhaps this will mark the beginning of a new story that resonates in all our hearts. Remember, one moment can warm 1,000 hearts. Dear friends, if you enjoyed this warm and sincere story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Until our next video, take care and stay well.